Delta-8 is a cannabis compound that has become popular because of its similarity to THC, the main compound in cannabis that gets you high, causing euphoria, happiness, sedation, symptom relief, and much more. Large amounts of THC are found in a majority of cannabis strains. The similarities between the two cannabinoids lie in their chemical structures and their names. THC's scientific name is Delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol, or Delta-9 THC, or just Delta-9. Delta-8 is short for Delta-8 tetrahydrocannabinol, or Delta-8 THC. Delta-8 THC can cause effects similar to regular Delta-9 THC, but they will be much less potent. Delta-8 and Delta-9 are both forms of THC. In common usage, when people refer to THC, they are talking about Delta-9 THC. Currently, the legality of Delta-8 is hazy. It can be extracted from either hemp or cannabis. Because of the 2018 Farm Bill, hemp can be legally grown and used for extractions all over the United States, making Delta-8 legal in states where Delta-9 THC is illegal, sometimes. Nearly all Delta-8 THC on the market today is manufactured from hemp-derived CBD, which makes it, in theory at least, part of a federally legal chain of origin. People in states where THC is illegal to crave cannabis products and are now looking to Delta-8 because it may be legal in their state, even though it is less potent than regular THC. Many extractors are ramping up Delta-8 production to meet this new demand and shipping it all over the US. Delta-8 versus Delta-9 THC, what's the difference? Delta-8, like Delta-9, regular THC, binds to the body's endocannabinoid system, which causes you to feel high. Chemically, Delta-8 and Delta-9 are similar in that they both have a double bond in their structures. This double bond is thought to produce the intoxicating effects that make you feel high. The two THCs are chemically different in the placement of the double bond. Both cannabinoids have a chain of carbon atoms, but Delta-8 has a double bond on the 8th carbon, whereas Delta-9 has it on the 9th. Delta-8 binds to the endocannabinoid system in a slightly different fashion because of the location of its double bond. This is what is thought to make Delta-8 much less potent than regular THC. However, more research needs to be done on Delta-8 and how it interacts with the body. Will Delta-8 get you high? Delta-8 will get you high, albeit not as high as common Delta-9 THC. For those living in states where cannabis is illegal, Delta-8 may be a legal way to experience some THC-like effects from cannabis. Some consumers may even prefer cannabis products that aren't as strong as common THC, even if they can legally obtain THC products. THC can cause negative effects for some, bringing on anxiety or paranoia. Delta-8 may offer a smoother, milder high. Delta-8 consumers report many of the same effects as THC, such as mild euphoria, happiness, uplifting feelings, and relief from some symptoms such as pain, although the compound is much less potent. Delta-8 can also help with insomnia. Side effects may be similar to those of THC, including dry mouth, red eyes, getting the munchies, short-term memory, paranoia, or anxiety. It's important to note that Delta-8 hasn't been studied extensively and more research is needed on the effects it has on the mind and body. Delta-8 versus CBD. Delta-8 has more similarities to THC, Delta-9, than CBD, both in its chemical structure and because it gets you high. Delta-8 THC binds to the body's endocannabinoid system more like Delta-9 THC. CBD doesn't bind as readily to the endocannabinoid system, making it non-intoxicating, although CBD can offer medicinal benefits for the consumer. If you are looking for effects similar to THC but with reduced potency, Delta-8 may be for you. If you seek relief from certain symptoms and don't want to get intoxicated, you may want to try a CBD product. Is Delta-8 legal? Delta-8 currently exists in a legal gray area. Few state laws specifically address Delta-8 THC at this time. Most state laws that pertain to marijuana or cannabis use language that covers marijuana, cannabis, THC, CBD, or Delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol. There are 11 states where Delta-8 is believed to be illegal according to state law. The Federal Drug Enforcement Administration has, in a proposed rule, indirectly classified Delta-8 THC as a Schedule I controlled substance, which would make it federally illegal. That rule is not yet final. Delta-8 THC is commonly sourced from hemp, not cannabis, which is why it's currently sold in many states where cannabis is illegal. To be more specific, nearly all Delta-8 THC currently on the market is derived from CBD extracted from federally legal hemp. This can be a little confusing because hemp is, technically, a cannabis plant that contains less than 0.3% THC. When we talk about cannabis, though, we're commonly referring to cannabis plants with a THC content of 0.3% or higher. The 2018 Farm Bill, a federal act passed by Congress, legalized hemp in the United States. That act defines hemp as all derivatives, extracts, cannabinoids, isomers, acids, salts, and salts of isomers, whether growing or not, with a delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol concentration of not more than 0.3%. This language makes Delta-8 legal because it does not contain any delta-9 THC. However, some states have chosen not to adopt this specific language of the Farm Bill in their own state laws, making Delta-8 illegal in certain states. Producers and retailers of Delta-8 sell only to states that have laws mirroring the Farm Bill's language. Even then, some producers may only sell to certain states based on their own interpretation of a state's laws. Additionally, in August 2020, the D released an Interim Final Rule (IFR), a document meant to update and confirm the differences between hemp and cannabis. That interim rule said, all synthetically derived tetrahydrocannabinol remain Schedule I controlled substances, which would make Delta-8 illegal because it is tetrahydrocannabinol that is extracted or synthetically derived. So whether the Farm Bill's language stands, which outlaws plants with more than 0.3% delta-9 THC, or the new IFR language is adopted, which bans all tetrahydrocannabinol, will determine the fate of Delta-8. The DEA's IFR is open for review until October 2021. And until then, Delta-8's federal legality remains hazy. How is Delta-8 made? Delta-8 is found in trace amounts in cannabis and hemp plants, and as hemp is legal to grow anywhere in the US and more readily available, the cannabinoid is often sourced from that. Commonly, CBD is extracted from hemp and refined into an isolate, and then CBD isolate is synthesized into Delta-8. As such, Delta-8 requires more processing and is more expensive to make than CBD. But this increased production cost is balanced out by the high demand for it. How to find good, safe Delta-8? As Delta-8 is relatively new to the market, it may be challenging to find products that are what they say they are and actually contain Delta-8. When shopping for Delta-8 products, check out a producer's website to see if they have information on how they source and create their products. Quality: tested products usually have a QR code or batch number on the box that allows you to look up test results on the producer's website. Stay away from products that aren't tested or have questionable test results, as you won't know if they even contain Delta-8, and they could potentially contain harmful substances. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, then be sure to share it with a friend and give it a like. Check out our channel CBD and Me for more content.